A parent is a person who cares for their child, someone who teaches them the difference between right and wrong and keeps them out of danger. Something a parent does not do is constantly put their children in multiple harmful situations that could lead to their demise. Your Honor, today I will be arguing my case as to why Steve and Alex are the absolute worst parents in Minecraft. First, I will introduce the children. Meet Sunny, Kai, McKenna, Zuri, Effie, Ari, and Noor. The first time we are introduced to these children, Steve and Alex are allowing them to partake in the most horrific acts. We witness as their daughter zooms past them in an elytra over 20 blocks high. Their son is breaking down a tree with zero safety equipment in sight. Some other children are playing in fields full of hostile mobs, and another two are working in a mine. A mine? As though this is the 18th century. There's a good reason as to why the Mines and Collieries Act of 1842 was passed, I'll have you know. Does this look safe to you? I mean, who lets their kids fight zombies underwater without snorkeling gear? As you can see, Your Honor, this family is already in an absolute state of chaos. But that's not all. They brought their children to the bottom of a mine to fight an indestructible monster known as the Warden. Did you know that statistics show that you have a 0% survival chance when coming face to face with one of these creatures? Did they survive? Well, yes, but that's besides the point. These two are the most neglectful parents I've ever seen, often going on trips in dangerous places such as the Nether for days on end, leaving their children without supervision. When you have a child, wouldn't you agree you should forego all perilous stunts for their sake? What if you die and your child is left behind with no one to take care of them? Objection, that footage is from before they were added. Sustained. Please keep all evidence relevant. Now these are good kids. Notice here how their daughter Ari, despite not wearing a helmet, is partaking in a safe task of architecture, a profession that she must be passionate about, only for Alex to come crashing through the ground, releasing danger upon her own child. Even if she wasn't killed, imagine if the poor girl had fallen from such a height. And look at this, she just abandons her and goes home to find another one of her kids on the roof. Does she even bother to get him down from there? Let me ask you a question, Your Honor. When you take your family on an outing, where do you take them? Maybe a nice park? Perhaps lunch at McDonald's? Well, can someone please explain to me why these two took their kids to a hidden chamber in an underground cave? Who willingly hands their child a crossbow? You may say it's a learning experience, but the learning experiences typically include this. Can one of you explain why you allowed two of your girls to go wandering in a creaking wood alone at night regardless of adult supervision? We didn't do that. This don't count. Okay, fair enough. They use their kids as a personal army against their enemies. Now I understand sticking up to bullies, but you wouldn't send a deer into a motorway. Yes, that is a saying. Shut up. A child is meant to be nurtured and loved and cared for. None of these are met in the clip I presented to you. Prosecution, please wrap this up. My point is that Alex and Steve are unfit to raise these kids. Are their day-to-day activities questionable? Sure. Are they wrong to partake in such activities? No. But at least when they're doing it alone, they're generally only putting themselves in danger. But by dragging these 7 other defaults into their world, they have broken all boundaries. They're not just putting themselves at risk, but brand new official Minecraft skins directly into the line of fire. This is nothing short of child endangerment. Objection, 4 years is not brand new. Overruled. Closing argument. One of them died. Little edgy, but you make a strong case. Thank you, Your Honor. I move for the defaults to be moved out of Steve and Alex's care until the animated Netflix series drops. Granted, from this moment forth, Steve and Alex will be known as horrible parents.